I've been knitting since I was about 10 years old, and pretty much that whole time I've only ever used pretty standard knitting needles like these.
So today I am challenging her to use some, shall we say, improvised knitting solutions here. And we're going to be doing, so we're going to do a control, and then we're going to do 3 progressively more cursed and janky things to knit with, and do a swatch in each one.
Great.
Let's get into it.
So I'll be making the control swatch now. Here's the yarn I'm going to use. I believe it's Caron Simply Soft yarn. Just pretty standard, so it should be pretty easy to see the different stitches when it's done. And for knitting needles, I'm just using regular knitting needles for this one. It's a US size 7, which is 4.5 millimeters. Very standard, easy to use. I'm going to be doing it 20 stitches wide and then however tall it is to make it a square. So that's the plan. Let's get started. Alright, I have the finished control swatch here. That was really pretty easy, pretty typical knitting. It took me 31 minutes and 21 seconds to finish this little swatch. That was not rushing or anything. It was very easy. The knitting needles are obviously very smooth, so it slid around pretty easily. And yeah, no complaints. Pretty easy. Alright, we have the control swatch, and I'm going to be making another swatch with the same number, 20 stitches across, using whatever material it is that he's picked out for me. I'm nervous.
And it is screwdrivers!
Oh boy.
And so what I've tried to do, at least here, is have 2 that are pretty similar. They're not identical, but they're basically the same. And they are, one's Phillips, one's Posi Drive, so they are at least pointed. So it's not like trying to do this with something that's a little more scrapey. So I think this should work okay enough. I mean, I don't think it'll be good.
No, it will not be good.
But
this is like the size comparison versus the pair of regular knitting needles. So the screwdrivers are a bit thicker, so the swatch will definitely be bigger. I think it's manageable. We'll see.
We'll find out.
My main concern with the screwdrivers is that the tip is totally going to snag the yarn. It's pretty rough. And my second concern is that this is not that much space. So I feel like it's going to scrunch up quite a bit. This is this control swatch. As you can see, the distance to work with isn't even enough to fit this control swatch. And these are bigger, so it's going to be even wider, so it might be a little tricky.
So, just for the wise asses in the comment section, we do know that longer screwdrivers exist. In fact, we do have them, and these are actually more like similar length to the knitting needles. But there's a couple problems why we chose not to use these. So first of all, just with the ones we have one that's a Phillips head, but the other one is a slotted drive here. And this is really sharp and pointy, and like this is going to snag worse than this, which will already probably snag. And also, because the handle is pretty heavy and it's all the way back here, this is going to get really unwieldy pretty quickly. So just in the interest of making the challenge like still pretty doable, we decided it would be okay to just use the shorter ones and call it a day on that.
So I have the screwdrivers right here. I'm going to cast on using the long tail cast on method because I think that'll be a little bit easier with this situation. This is where it's going to get real tricky because this part was pretty easy, relatively. Oh no. Oh no. It just feels awful. Okay. Yeah, the tip of the screwdriver is very hard to get into the different stitches, so it's like taking extra force, but I am able to do it. I don't think this will be impossible, but it is annoying. That's for sure. and it's making this like scratchy sound because obviously it's just metal rubbing together. And it just feels terrible. Ugh. It does feel kind of wrong to hold the screwdrivers, like I'm holding them not on the handle. And that does feel like a little bit wrong to hold them at this part.
Well, you haven't worked as much in close quarters with them. Sometimes you do actually need to do that.
No, I'm sure, but just like using that as the
Yeah.
main
No, you...
holding, that is it's just... Ugh. All in all, it's not so far that dissimilar to using really chunky metal knitting needles. It's just extra scratchy, but not too much worse than that, mostly. I'm a little surprised this isn't snagging the yarn more. I was kind of expecting it to really snag the yarn, but I haven't had any major issues with that yet, because I guess it's more if you're going straight on to the yarn with it, that'd be more of an issue, but you're more like
Yeah.
hooking it, and so it's less of a problem than I was expecting, which is good. You wouldn't be able to do that big of a piece on this.
Well,
I mean, I don't recommend knitting with screwdrivers in general, but you technically can, which is annoying.
Yeah. What's going on? Ooh. Yeah.
What's happening here? Who knows? That's okay. We don't need to worry about that. It's knitting with screwdrivers. It's not going to be great.
Yeah. Dutch angle here.
Ooh. Whoa.
Going wild.
Artsy. The first person to do that felt so crazy.
I'm sure.
So edgy.
How's the progress going there, dear?
It's going. It hasn't been too bad. I've had the yarn snag in a couple places, but for the most part, it's been fine. It's pretty much just the weight is really weirdly distributed, and then with it being just like the sound is just very irritating. But other than that, it's been pretty much fine. This is the cast off row. Yay!
How are we doing this?
Thank goodness.
Is it going to be any different with the screwdrivers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this part sucks. Immediately. Oh, no. So, when you're casting off, the way that I'm doing it at least, you have to get the screwdriver under two of the loops, and you're basically like knitting them together. And then you put them back on the needle, knit that one together with the next one. This is where the scratchiness is definitely
You having to slide
a
them?
struggle, because it's like getting caught as you're trying to put it into the two. Like it works, it's just annoying and fiddly.
Yeah.
I'm finding this whole process is just a lot more like taxing to do than regular knitting. Like, it's not that crazy far off in terms of the actual like act of the knitting, but I'm definitely feeling more like drained by it because it's just slightly more difficult. In a minute.
Here we are. All right.
I'll cut that off in a minute, but yeah, it's looking a little, it's not very consistent. It's a little wonky in some places for sure, but it's not awful.
Yeah.
It technically worked. It technically worked.
Yeah.
And I think that's the bar.
Yay!
It worked and wasn't the worst thing ever. Probably.
Well, can't wait to see what you think of the next one.
I'm not looking forward to it. All right, what's on the agenda, love?
All right, so we've done normal knitting needles, we've done screwdrivers, and now we're doing drumroll pasta.
Oh no!
So,
Why?
so what we got here, I chose bucatini here because I thought spaghetti would just be like cool, and I care about you and your well-being.
Aw, how kind. So you're making me work with essentially still spaghetti.
Yes, and so you can see, like, it's actually not too far off. Like, there probably are needles this small.
Oh, there definitely are, but
you can see compared to the needle that we had, autofocus maybe.
It's just focusing on my face. Okay.
The needle is a pretty decent size, or the needle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it's going to be because the bucatini actually has like a slight hole through the middle. I don't know how visible that is on camera, but
it's not going to be visible. But basically, it's just a little bit thicker than normal spaghetti because there's a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm worried that it's not going to
flexible.
have as much structural integrity.
Like, if you want to feel it, it's actually like kind of flexible.
Yeah, that's quite flexible.
So we'll see. And I'm also not sure the tips are pretty blunt. Like, I could see.
Yeah.
I don't think it would
difficult to pick up.
Be the biggest cheat, like if we take it to the like grinder and just like sharpen it.
It's cheating, unfortunately.
So we're gonna give this a go. I think.
Well, I will.
Yes, and we'll come back. We'll come back.
I hate this. Yeah. So right away, quite bendy. I'm not sure that this is gonna have much more structural integrity than normal spaghetti. But I think as long as I'm careful with it, it should be fine. We'll find out. I might be wrong about that.
Well, we have a whole box.
We have a lot.
We have a whole box, so we can work through that. Do you think this is going to be easier or harder than the screwdrivers?
We'll see how easily they break, but I think as long as I'm careful, dare I say, it might be easier than the screwdrivers, but it definitely feels worse emotionally.
Because I think it seems like with the screwdrivers, one of the big things was just that like the weight on the handle seemed like it was kind of just slowing you down, and I feel like you're not going to have that so much, but you will still be probably slowed down by having to go kind of careful and slow.
Yeah. I think the speed will be impacted, and I am worried about getting in. Like, that's going to be difficult to get in with the blunt end of it.
Focus in on that. Yeah.
I will be able to do it. I'll just kind of have to knit loosely so that it's less of an issue.
Yeah. So you want to set the timer there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and also...
like, I'll kind of have to help it along a fair bit. Wow, I hate this.
Yeah, I do think also cheaper pasta would have been probably better, because this is like the nicer like bronze roller extruded one that has like that kind of rough sandy texture which is good for sauce.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably going to just be like an active detriment here because they're kind of rough and frictiony.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit rough, but it seems like it will be fine. I just have to go a little slow and be careful.
How's it going?
I do not like this.
So.
Yeah, I just finished the first row. It is so grippy. I think that's going to be definitely the major issue more than, honestly, anything else. I'm not too worried about it snapping. It feels pretty sturdy. I was worried it was going to be weaker, but I don't think that's going to be a big issue. But, like, you just can't go very fast. Like, you can't slide it around very well. It's so hard to convey. Like, there's just so much friction on it because it's, like, slightly gritty along the whole thing. It's not awful, but I couldn't go faster than this just because of the amount that it's gripping. I'm trying to knit kind of loosely so that the blunt end doesn't matter that much. So that part doesn't seem like it'll be a major issue. But grip definitely is slowing me down.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think the not like the cheaper pasta that's not on the brass rollers probably would be easier.
Yeah.
But, here we are. So
I already bought it. Yeah.
So if you're gonna try to knit with pasta, don't get the fancy Italian one. Get the whatever's cheap and doesn't have the rollers. The bronze, was it? What do we got here? Ah, yes, bronze slow drying, or bronze drawn slow drying for a superior quality pasta. We are not sponsored by this company, but it'd be great if they watched this and then sponsored us, because we.
That'd be cool.
I have more ideas for things we could do with pasta and knitting, so don't worry about it.
Pasta crafts. Oh no. Yeah, random food companies sponsor us and we'll craft with your food in ways that should never, ever happen. Ever. Yay. We just had our first pasta casualty. It just snapped off mid-row, so I'm gonna have to transfer it to a new one. One down. Who knows how many to go. Not even 4 minutes later and we lost another one. As long as I'm careful with it, it should be fine. We'll find out. It is so annoying when they just snap off and you're not like expecting it. It just all of a sudden your knitting needle just breaks. It's so annoying. Alright, I am like 28 minutes into knitting this and I am probably about halfway done. I've broken 3 different strands of pasta. These are like 3 pairs. And I need a break because this is so frustrating that they keep breaking. So I will be back to continue on because for the other ones, I've been done with the swatch right around 30 minutes. And I'm like halfway done with this one at around 30 minutes. Alright, I'll be back soon.
So how are we doing here, dear?
It's going okay. I'm on the last row, so I'm very much looking forward to being done with this one. I had 3 break, as you saw, which was annoying, but then for the last like 15 or so minutes, I haven't had any more break. So that's been good. And this is the end of my last row, so I'm very ready to cast off very shortly. The grippiness has definitely slowed me down, but definitely the main thing has been the breaking and trying to transfer the little loops to the new ones without issue. This will be interesting. I have a hunch casting off is going to break the noodle at least once because this is feeling like a lot of strain on the one on the right. And it's difficult without having the sharpened point, although I got used to not having the sharp point when doing the actual knitting. That was pretty much fine.
Mm-hmm. But for the casting off, it makes more of a difference. Oop.
Yep.
Well, we got that on
4
live
down.
on camera.
Yeah.
And how long are we at time-wise on this process?
Right now we're at 42 minutes. Yeah. Which is definitely longer than the other 2 took, but I was going as quickly as I reasonably could because I didn't want to go too fast because then it was going to snap the pasta even more.
So I wasn't here for all of that. Were you like fully removing the fully getting a new noodle every time it broke? Or were
Yeah,
you just, shortening it?
had to. Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, had to get a new noodle because I was worrying it was going to be too short to really use very well.
Makes sense. Yeah. Also, I apologize to everyone. I am having the seasonal allergy, so if I'm a little sniffly behind the camera here, that's why.
Oh gosh, this is the slowest cast off of my life.
Good practice for patience.
Mm. I feel like I have a weird mix where I can be very, very patient, and I can also be like extraordinarily impatient with stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, I will spend 40 minutes knitting with pasta, but if the cast off takes a little too long, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah. How would you rate this pasta from 1 out of 10 from a utility perspective rather than a flavor?
3. Like, technically most of the knitting was fine, but like knitting needles shouldn't snap in your hands from like normal use, so like as knitting needles, 3.
Okay. It could be worse.
It could be worse.
It may be
And
worse
I
on your next
fear-
one.
I fear.
It may
All
be
right,
worse.
we are cast off.
All right. Let's have a look at that. The stitching looks... Oh, focusing. The stitching looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it was pretty even. It only snagged it a couple times, but yeah, it was pretty
Yeah, it looks great.
pretty even. And we are stopping the timer at 45 minutes.
Great.
That was so long.
So, we've done screwdrivers, we've done pasta for knitting. We got something for the final challenge that looks a lot like a knitting needle. Like, it's quite similar looking in a lot of ways, but it has one really key difference that it's going to make it just absolutely awful, I'm guessing. And we have...
Right.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready, but we'll see.
And we have screws. Specifically, these are like structural lag screws for like building houses. So you can see it really does look like a knitting needle in the sense that it's a long metal stick with a pointed end, and then with then like the end stop. But like, I don't know
This is gonna be awful.
focus, but yeah, these threads here are.
They're spiky at the
And
end.
if you feel them, they're quite sharp.
Yeah, like the normal screw texture is gonna be terrible on its own, but the couple of like
End threads here.
the end
they're
threads
actually spiked.
on the top few rows are
Like
in
serrated.
fact spiked.
So this, I would almost wonder if this might like start cutting the yarn. I'm not even sure.
It will 100% snag the yarn constantly. This is going to be so bad. I am truly dreading it.
But I really liked this length. Like I probably could have gotten a smaller one in the store, but then like I like the fact that this looks like a knitting needle. Like it really does.
It is about the same length as a knitting needle, but the
Yeah.
thing is, once it gets down to like the smooth part, I won't be using that for this. All of the work for these little swatches happens all at the top, where it is sharp and spiky.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking forward to this. Thanks. It's gonna be terrible. I wonder if like spinning it will help, or if that will be completely unhelpful.
Yeah, you might actually be able, like, if you have all the loops on there, you just like rotate the needle and then it advances it.
But then it will take hours.
This is
That would be so slow.
This is a new technology. Actually, it holds the. This is actually a real knitting needle, and it's the yarn lock technology, and you have to
It's the
rotate it.
grip.
Yeah, high
gripping
grip.
yarn.
High grip yarn. So if you're doing like your silk yarn or whatever, it's slippy. It won't fall
Yeah,
off.
this is the high grip knitting needle technology we didn't know we needed or want.
And we still don't need or want.
We don't need it or want it, but like,
Yeah.
it's for someone.
Yeah.
But unfortunately today, it is for me.
That is unfortunate. But so do we want to start getting
Yeah,
cast
we can
on here?
start. So I'm gonna cast on. This is. I'm like mourning ahead of time. Oh boy.
What do we got?
Difficult start. I put it on the middle and it's like
Stuck.
immediately sticking. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh yay! Can you just like thread it through there? Yeah, there you go.
This feels bad. Like, I have no other way to describe this to you other than this is, like, not good at all. Okay. Great. Awesome start. And then, like, you can't really just, like, move them down nicely to, like, make more room.
You can try just spinning the screw. Putting down the other needle.
Which way does it even go?
Lefty be loosey.
Yeah, okay, I guess that works. And I'm mad about it. I don't think I'll be using that, but you never know.
Now we need electric knitting needles that they spin.
They spin themselves.
Yes.
Oh god, this is not good.
I mean, they're at least they're probably a lot better balanced than like the screwdrivers. That's my alarm to tell me to take herbal remedies, but we'll leave that in.
No. No, we won't.
Anyway,
It also just feels bad on my hands. Like it's like hurting my hands.
do you want like a glove?
No, because then I won't be able to handle the yarn very well.
Oh yeah.
You need kind of like fine detail. Ooh, interesting spacing hack is just have one loop per like
Per thread, yeah.
per thread.
So this is a great needle. What you're saying is this is a great needle for beginners.
No.
Who don't know the spacing.
No. Please don't use these if you're advanced or beginner. Oh, I didn't even start my timer. That's okay.
Well, we've been going for about 3 minutes, so.
That's fine. I'll just add that on. But yeah, spacing hack. One per thread.
That's actually like really nice and even. I mean, I think we're just innovating here, actually.
This is gonna be the new trend. This will be the new trend. Okay, this is going to take forever.
Is that 20 stitches already?
No. This is like 5.
Oh, great.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6, 7. Sorry.
It does a little bit help to kind of twist it on to the second, like this one, but I'm not happy about that.
But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one just in the sense that like I feel like this is really the optimal like cursed knitting needle because like it looks at first glance like a knitting needle and then it just really isn't in a key way.
Yeah, very key way that it's sharp.
Yes.
It's sharp and spiky.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like snagging constantly.
Yeah, I mean that seems really convenient actually.
I would not call it convenient. But it's mildly helpful. I don't know that I could do this if I wasn't able to do that. I'm gonna be so honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh boy.
Yeah, I think this has to be the longest cast on.
How long has it been so far?
It's 7 minutes in.
Yeah, this is gonna take 2 hours. No, my prediction, this will absolutely take an hour and a half.
Yeah, because
To knit the
I will
full
say
swatch.
though, on as far as an upgrade, it's much better balanced than the screwdrivers, yeah.
I guess.
And it also, like, you're not worried about it breaking because it is, like, solid.
They won't
Tempered
break,
steel.
but they might break me.
Or the yarn, but
Yeah, they might just tear the yarn.
do you feel any, like it's gonna, like, cut the yarn, or does it seem basically okay?
No, it just feels like it's gonna snag the yarn constantly, but it doesn't feel like it would cut the yarn.
Okay, well, that's something.
As long as I'm careful about that. Like,
Yeah.
it might cut the yarn if I was going really fast, but
It seems
I
like you
literally
kind of
can't.
Yeah,
so it's not an issue.
great.
Gonna move it down again. It's much harder to move it all down when there's more of the
Yeah, more friction.
loops. No, and there's more loops because it's easy to hold on to a couple and move them all down at the same time. But you have to move them all down together.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 3 more loops. Okay. Casting on is taking 10 minutes. So I just finished the first row. It looks terrible, but I promise I did my best. It took 6 minutes. So we are 1 row in, and it took 16 minutes when you combine row 1 and casting on. So this is obviously going to take a very long time, and it is not even looking good. Like, it was so... It just caught the yarn constantly. It was just snagging it all the time. And I know that this is going to be really uneven, but I promise I'm doing my best. But yeah, let's see how this keeps going. This took 30 minutes. It's so bad, guys. Don't do this. It's so bad. This is going to take literally 2 hours.
How does the quality of the stitching look?
Bad. You can't really pull it apart, but it's very loose. My tension is really inconsistent because you just can't have consistent tension on it. But I have to knit very, very loosely. Otherwise, you have to like inch it up every single stitch. But if you knit a little looser, then I can go every like 3 or 4 stitches and then move everything up. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Is this the worst of all of them?
By far, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did my job right then.
Yeah.
It's all for the content, guys.
Totally. Time for a break. Okay, at this point, we're an hour and 10 minutes in. I have done exactly half the swatch. So far, this is 6 inches wide and 3 inches tall. I have to call it here. I'm not doing another hour and 10 minutes just to make it twice as tall. I've learned it's bad. I don't want to do anymore, and I feel like it would be a waste of time. I did this much, and I think that's enough mental torture for me today.
Sounds good. Yeah, so what do we got here?
If you guys like really, really want me to finish it, let us know in the comments.
1,000 likes. 1,000 likes, we'll do it.
But let us know. For today, I have to be done. Because I'm losing my mind. And also my fingers hurt. Because this is really pokey.
Do you want to cast this off?
The tension... No. No. That sounds like another one that would take over 10 minutes. I'm not doing that. It stays on here.
Okay. Alright, so we're back. And we got all our swatches here. And our professional knitter. And so you can see here we got all the way from our control. We got our screwdrivers. We got our pasta. We got our structural screws. So, let's discuss. Let's start over here at the control. So, I mean, I'm not an expert, but I think this looks quite good. I'll give that like a solid 9 out of 10 for the swatch quality. I think it looks nice. I don't know.
It came out decent. Despite what he says, I am not a professional knitter. I just do this as a hobby, so I'm sure it could be better, but I think it turned out pretty well. It's pretty normal.
Yeah.
And that was the point.
And how would you rate the Susan Bates knitting needles here that are actual knitting? How do you rate the actual knitting needles out of 10?
As knitting needles, 10 out of 10. They're real knitting needles. Yep.
All right.
They work. They're knitting needles.
So we come over to the screwdriver one. I mean, it's not that bad. Like
It's kind of bad, but mostly it's just too loose of a weave because these are so much wider than the knitting needles.
I almost wonder if we use a thicker yarn, if it would have been okay.
Yeah, it probably would have looked closer to the pasta one.
Or if I use skinnier screwdrivers, but
Something like
then
that.
they'd start to get pretty short. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think this is like
It's okay.
maybe a 7 out of 10. Like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, there's no like major issues. Ignore that I did not weave in the ends.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not going to wear these. Yeah, we'll make a whole quilt out of all the cursed crafts. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's fine. How would you rate the screwdrivers as the fellow wood handle 337?
As knitting needles, 5 out of 10. They're not good. But as we now know, it can be so much worse.
Yep. As screwdrivers, how would you rate them?
I've never used them as screwdrivers.
Okay. Anyway,
I wouldn't know. They seem good.
so now we come to the pasta. I'm going to be honest. If I had the pasta swatch next to the knitting needle swatch,
They're almost the same, yeah.
I hate to say it, I think the pasta one looks better. I might drop.
I think it's just that the pasta is thinner than the knitting needle, so it's just a tighter weave.
Okay, but
the actual neatness, I think, is about the same.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the pasta's. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty similar. I would give just the swatch again, maybe another like 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. Like if I saw that, like, I would not think that was knit with anything other than actual needles. How about the pasta? How would you rate it out of 10?
3 or 2.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It did keep snapping in my hands, and that feels terrible.
Yep, and the friction.
And the friction, it was grippy. It was not my favorite, but technically it did work and was fine. But like the actual experience of knitting with it was like pretty bad. So 2.5 out of 10.
Yeah, and then let's see.
Not good.
Like as pasta. It's fine. Like, all right. You know, solid.
My knitting needle. Wait, my knitting needle.
A new. Yeah, we'll rate these on the flavor, the taste test.
Here. Munch. No.
All right. So now we come to what we've all been waiting for. The structural screws. So I'm gonna be so real with this watch. This does not look good.
No. Would not wear if it were bigger.
Like, it is. I mean, I'm sure part of this is that I'm guessing you were saying like this is probably just way too big for the.
They are drastically wider in diameter than the knitting needles.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so loose of a weave, and because I had to knit very loosely in order to avoid the little guys.
And I don't know that we
Whatever
could have
they're
done
called.
necessarily better with the yarn unless we were using different yarn, because given just like how thin this is like the thickest pasta we could get, and then like, you know, any of these are like you're not going to get a long screw like this that's, you know, that thin.
Yeah.
So, but I mean it works. I will say, like, it is knit.
It's fabric.
You could
and that's
make
about it.
a sweater like that eventually.
It would look very bad, and it would take 1 billion years, but you could.
So yeah,
Technically.
how would you rate them as knitting needles?
Negative 100 million. It was so bad.
Yeah.
No, that was literally so frustrating. It was hurting my hands. Like, I poked myself pretty hard on the tip, like, so many times during it. So it was, like, physically painful, frustrating the whole time, extremely time-consuming. Like, this was gonna be minimum 4 times the amount of time as the control swatch.
Yeah.
And, like, more than double either of these. Like,
Yeah.
it was just so time consuming. I just could not finish it.
So,
Yeah, no.
of the,
Don't use these.
in conclusion, I would say, of the cursed knitting needles, which is the least bad? The
Absolutely
screwdrivers?
these. These
Okay.
are scrapey, but they don't break in your hands, and you don't have to twist them to move it up like a 1/4 centimeter up the knitting needle. These are just scratchy and a bad texture, but that's it. It's fine.
Okay,
They're
and
fine. For small projects.
makes sense.
Because you couldn't do much more than this.
So if someone is starting to knit and they already have screwdrivers,
go buy some knitting needles.
and
They have knitting needles at like every thrift store. Please just go thrift some knitting needles instead of like trying to do any of these. Unless you want to do it as a challenge.
Yes.
In which case, that's fine. Tag us.
yes,
But if you're genuinely trying to learn to knit, please just get some cheap thrifted knitting needles. You will be so glad you did.
yes. And then which swatch do you think is the best on the table here?
Aside from the control swatch, this one for sure. And I'm genuinely not sure between the two of these. I think, to me, they're basically tied.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty. Like if you mix them up, like I don't know that I would be able to figure out which was which. Obviously, like, I know now, but if you did a shell game, I don't think I would. I don't think I'd know.
Yeah.
Whereas with this,
You can tell. You can tell.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know if any of you think you can do this or have more ideas for terrible things to use for their unintended purpose in crafts. Leave it in the comments. We would love, well, I don't know that we would love. We will do more.
We might be a little upset, but we might do it anyway.
Yeah, so if you want to see either of us suffer,
We do a lot of different mediums,
Yes.
so if it's something completely unrelated, for example, like something for metalworking, perhaps, please drop it in the comments because we probably do whatever the craft is.
Yep.
We
at
do a
least
lot of
at least
stuff.
give it a try. And if you think you can do any of these crafts, any of this better than we did, yeah, go give it a try. Tag us. We want to see. We want to see you knit with 1/4 inch lag screws, 1/4 inch by 12 inch lag screws. Anyway,
Do a smaller swatch.
Yes. Yeah.
do a smaller swatch if you do.
don't commit.
Do a 6-inch swatch.
All right. Well, anyway, I guess we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.